Today, Canada has made a major and highly important announcement that could completely change the future of thousands of healthcare professionals around the world. If you are a nurse, doctor, medical technologist, caregiver, physiotherapist, pharmacist, or working in any healthcare-related occupation, this update is something you must not ignore. Canada has officially launched December's first category-based express entry draw, and this draw is exclusively focused on healthcare workers. This single move clearly shows how serious Canada is about welcoming skilled healthcare professionals to fill urgent labor shortages across the country. In this video, we will break down exactly what this draw means, who benefits the most, how category-based selection works, and what steps you should take right now to maximize your chances of getting Canadian permanent residence. Welcome back to Canada Visa. If you are interested in Canada immigration updates, express entry news, work permits, permanent residence pathways, and real opportunities to move to Canada, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Let's start by understanding why this draw is so important. Over the past few years, Canada has been facing a serious shortage of healthcare workers. Hospitals are understaffed, long-term care homes are struggling, and rural as well as urban healthcare facilities are constantly looking for qualified professionals. An aging population, increased healthcare demand, and workforce burnout have pushed Canada to prioritize immigration as a solution. This is exactly why healthcare has become one of the strongest and most consistent priority categories under express entry. Category-based express entry draws were introduced to target specific occupations that Canada urgently needs. Instead of inviting candidates purely based on high CRS scores, Canada now focuses on skills, experience, and occupation. This is a big advantage for healthcare workers because even candidates with moderate CRS scores now have a real chance of receiving an invitation to apply for permanent residence. In December's first category-based draw, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada specifically targeted healthcare professionals from the express entry pool. This means only candidates whose work experience falls under eligible healthcare NOC codes were considered. If you are in this category, your chances are much stronger compared to general draws, where competition is extremely high. Now let's talk about which healthcare occupations typically benefit from these draws. While the exact list can vary, it usually includes registered nurses, licensed practical nurses, nurse aides, orderlies, medical laboratory technologists, medical laboratory assistants, physiotherapists, occupational therapists, pharmacists, pharmacy technicians, physicians, medical radiation technologists, and other allied healthcare professionals. If your job plays a role in patient care, diagnostics, therapy, or medical support, there is a strong possibility that your occupation falls under the healthcare category. One of the most encouraging aspects of category-based draws is that CRS score thresholds are often lower than general express entry draws. This is because Canada is not just selecting candidates based on points, but on the value of their skills to the Canadian economy and healthcare system. Many healthcare professionals who previously felt discouraged due to lower CRS scores are now receiving invitations thanks to category-based selection. Another key point you need to understand is that being in the express entry pool is essential. Canada does not invite people directly from outside the system. You must have an active express entry profile to be considered. If you are a healthcare worker and have not yet created your profile, you are already missing opportunities. The process requires language test results such as IELTS or CELPIP, an educational credential assessment for foreign education, and proof of skilled work experience. Once your profile is created, you become eligible for both general and category-based draws. For those already in the express entry pool, this is the time to carefully review your profile. Make sure your NOC code accurately reflects your job duties and matches a healthcare occupation. Many candidates miss out simply because their NOC code is incorrect or outdated. A small mistake in job classification can cost you a life-changing opportunity. This draw also sends a very strong signal about Canada's future immigration plans. Healthcare workers are not just a temporary priority. Canada has repeatedly stated that healthcare will remain a top focus throughout 2025 and beyond. With more retirements expected in the healthcare sector and growing demand for services, Canada will continue to rely on skilled immigrants to support its system. If you are currently working outside Canada, this draw proves that overseas applicants still have strong chances. You do not need Canadian work experience to benefit from category-based healthcare draws. As long as your foreign work experience is skilled, relevant, and properly documented, you can be considered. This is excellent news for international healthcare professionals who want to settle in Canada directly as permanent residents. For those already in Canada on work permits, study permits, or temporary status, this draw is even more important. Canadian work experience combined with healthcare skills can significantly strengthen your profile. If you are working in healthcare in Canada, make sure your experience is properly counted and updated in your Express Entry profile. Another important aspect is language proficiency. While healthcare draws may lower CRS cutoffs, language scores still play a crucial role. Strong English or French skills improve your ranking and increase your chances of selection. If you are close to the minimum requirements, consider retaking your language test to boost your score. Education is also a key factor. Healthcare professions often require formal education and licensing. While Canadian licensing is not required to enter the Express Entry pool, having your education properly assessed is mandatory. Make sure your educational credential assessment reflects your highest level of education accurately. Many healthcare workers ask whether job offers are required. The answer is no. A job offer is not mandatory for Express Entry or category-based draws. However, having a valid job offer can add extra CRS points and strengthen your profile. If you already have Canadian employer interest, that is an added advantage but not a requirement. This December draw is especially important because it sets the tone for the end of the year and the beginning of the next immigration cycle. Canada often uses December draws to address urgent labor needs before the new year. The fact that healthcare was chosen first shows how critical this sector is. If you are serious about immigrating to Canada as a healthcare worker, now is the time to take action. Do not wait for future announcements. Prepare your documents, create or update your Express Entry profile, and stay informed. Immigration policies change, but those who are ready benefit the most. It is also important to avoid misinformation. Always rely on official updates and verified news. Category-based draws do not guarantee invitations for everyone, but they significantly improve chances for eligible candidates. Being proactive, accurate, and prepared is the key to success. Canada's message is very clear. Skilled healthcare professionals are needed, valued, and welcomed. This draw is not just about filling jobs. It is about strengthening Canada's healthcare system and offering permanent futures to those who are willing to contribute. As more category-based healthcare draws are expected in the coming months, staying connected to reliable updates is crucial. Each draw brings new opportunities, and missing one update could mean missing your chance. Thank you for watching Canada Visa. If you found this video helpful, please like it, share it with healthcare professionals who may benefit, and leave your questions in the comments. Subscribe to the channel for daily Canada immigration updates, Express Entry news, and real pathways to permanent residence. I'll see you in the next video.